I'm Jacqueline Rose. I'm a singer-songwriter from Vernon, British Columbia. I proclaim my right to live. Something very exciting is happening on the planet right now. There's a transformation in human culture that's happening around the globe, and it's unprecedented throughout all of human history. The really cool part about this is that you and I are a part of it, whether we know it or not. Hindsight is 20/20, they say. In 20 years from now, we will be able to look back upon these times that we are living in right now with awe and admiration for anyone, people like you and I, that we're living now and experiencing unprecedented amount of change in human culture on our planet. Isn't it great to be alive? We're starting to realize as a human race the ripple effect of our own thoughts, the ripple effect of emotions and hurts that we don't resolve within ourselves, and the ripple effect of everything we do in the outside world. When you drop a pebble into a pond and the ripples go out, you don't necessarily know how far they go or how they impact. If a drop of water or a pebble is dropped here and another one is dropped there, by the time the ripples intersect with each other, to the naked human eye, it's barely perceptible. We might even consider it to be a sort of a non-effect. But we know now, with the advent of science advancing and technology advancing at such a tremendous rate, we know now that these ripples do in fact impact each other. They do in fact have a force. Did you know that every thought you have and every feeling you have creates a ripple out into the world? It goes out, it expands, it hits these other ripples of other members of the human race, and it's causing an effect. The new human and the new human culture that is emerging right now is becoming more conscious and more aware of the effect we each have on our environment. You see, you have possibly a lot more power and a lot more choice than you've ever realized. You have power to choose what comes into your life and what goes out from your life. So let's come back to the analogy of the ripples. The decisions that I make by my free will, and the key word there is free. I and you are freely choosing all the time, all day long, in everything that we do. And every choice you make causes one of these ripples. Cool, hey? There's something called chaos theory, which theorizes, one of the first books written on chaos theory, and published in the early 70s, talks about something called the butterfly effect. Does the flap of a butterfly's wing on the southern tip of South America, does it set off a tornado in Central America? Pretty wild thought, isn't it? How can something so small as the influence or the impact of the force from a butterfly's wing cause that kind of an effect? We talk about the straw that broke the camel's back, that one extra straw. Humanity is changing, my friends. We are changing. We are a part of the human culture. There's a shift in consciousness happening all around the globe. Many things that were once tolerated in our lives are no longer being tolerated. We're coming into ourselves, we're reflecting, we're becoming the observer of our own lives, and we're recognizing what works and what doesn't work. We're recognizing at a humongously new scale of influence. We are recognizing the impact that we have over our lives. We can choose what we allow in our lives and what we don't. You have that power of choice all the time, and you're always exercising it. Now, when you combine the ripple that you make, the ripple that I make, and that our neighbors and colleagues and friends and co-workers make, we're creating a tsunami, a tidal wave, a hurricane force, a gale force that is changing the face of how humans do culture on this planet. It's really an exciting time to be alive. We're starting to reflect on some of the human paradigms that don't really work so well. When the fish are being depleted from our oceans, when salmon are becoming genetically modified and patented, when food is becoming patented and water is becoming privatized, we look and we say to each other, something doesn't feel right about that. Something doesn't feel right about that. I wonder what this means. I wonder if there's anything I can do about it. I wonder if I have choice. Free choice. We do, my friends, we do. The greatest power of free choice that you do exercise, and you exercise it on a daily basis, is to decide what is going to ripple out of your life. What words are you going to speak today? What thoughts are you going to think? Did you know that every time you have a thought, particles of light, like from the sun, are expelled from your being? Light. You're thinking, the chemistry that is involved with you having a thought produces light. Photographs can be taken today with special cameras that show an aura of light that comes out from your body. And as your emotional state changes, the color and the dimensions of the light you are emitting changes as well. This is very exciting. Through biofeedback means biological references, that's changes that happen in your body. When you think different thoughts, when you perform different actions, when you speak different words, and when you make different decisions, a different ripple effect comes out of you. This can be biologically fed back to you, so you can kind of like watch it. You can watch it in a chart. You can watch it on a machine. You can watch it on a needle. You can watch the changing of your heartbeat, depending on if you're lying or if you're telling the truth. If you're hiding something or if you're being stark naked and transparent in what you're saying. All of these different faculties of being human, different ways that we think, all impact the ripples that we put out into society. It's very exciting, the changes that are happening. And what this small series of videos is about becoming conscious of the contribution of the ripples that you are putting out into society. What are you putting out? And what do you want to put out? And are they congruent? We do have choice. We do have free choice. For more information about me, about these ideas, about some ideas on how we can restructure society to better reflect the changing consciousness of humanity, of the human culture, please visit my website, www.righttolive.net. That's righttolive.net. We'll be having a few more videos like this, upbeat, inspirational, and educational. I hope you'll join me. And until then, from my light to yours, namaste. And thank you for listening.